That's pretty frustrating.
He's a 20.
Wrong one.
Oh, come on, that's Adam.
I think my deck was very capable of beating Adam. He dropped the Palace Siege game 1, and I'm just
That
like,
Palace
wow.
Siege was pretty solid.
Man, I saw 14 of my 17 lands.
I noticed
cruised into 3 lands, and
I
oh, by
saw
the way, I missed a land drop early.
Did you have
I
an
saw it
erase in
cruise.
your board?
Did I what?
Did you pick up an erase late in the draft?
Yeah, but if all he's got, I guess he had like the Singing Bell Strike too.
Yeah.
I could have boarded into it. It never really would have made a difference. You know,
Not with
in
that attitude.
hindsight.
I know, for real.
I mean, hindsight. Like,
Well, to be fair, he only saw those 2 cards that first.
Well,
Well,
he
he
saw
saw
the
the
Singing
Bell
Bell
Strike the
too.
second game too.
but, like, I won the game anyway.
But
So,
game 3 you didn't see it at all.
Realistically, would have done anything. The only thing that like I might have boarded in maybe was the 2 blue, 4 colorless delve, tap 2 guys they don't untap.
Well,
Naga.
Yeah. I don't know. It was especially painful when I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, I can main phase crippling chill, which is much worse. But if I hit a land, it's much better.
That smiley face from Adam
Eltarhoni.
Elderhogies.
And guy I don't know.
versus guy I don't know. Can we go get guy I don't know his name?
Nah.
We're just gonna leave him guy I don't know.
Seems good.
Nah, he's fine where he is.
Oh, he's got some FaceTime on the camera though. He's not ashamed of being unknown.
So we're gonna see Adam again. We'll see if the Palace Siege was as good as it was last time.
I'm sure it will be.
Man, I don't think I've seen any of the sieges yet that weren't insane and limited.
Yeah.
I guess like maybe Frontier Siege. It's more poised for standard with big spells, but even then.
What does the other side do?
Whenever
You
a
get
flying
mana,
creature comes in, it fights.
Okay.
So Hornet Queens become bullet. The Hornet Queens become bullets.
Yeah, that's probably not as good.
Yeah, it's not. And the blue one's less good also, but you know the black.
Well, even the blue
the
one just
blue one
drawing
weird.
you
The blue one's
additional
alright.
every
Yeah,
time.
I mean it's fine. It's just not as good as the other 3. Like
So he's gonna get a life.
Outpost
That's a
Siege
good
is
start.
ridiculous. Palace Siege is ridiculous. And Citadel Siege is the most broken of any of them in limited.
Well, let's see. So Adam's at 21.
Yep. Guy I don't know has
Looks like he's on
no
Data?
turn 2. He
I'm
could
sorry,
be
Mardu.
Mardu, or he could be
There's so much disdain in that.
Asban,
Oh yeah, he could be Asban.
Junkandega. I know what you're talking about. He's got the smoke teller, so theoretically.
Going to beats with the bear here. Adam will be.
Oh, he's
Ooh.
missing his land drop. What is it with these people on the left side keeping ballsy hands?
Man, my
Dude,
hand,
these
my
left
keys
side
were
people.
I
Fine.
know, for real. So he's gonna take 2 damage. That
Right in
puts
the face.
that puts Adam nice and ahead.
Someone at least give guy I don't know like a semi-real name.
Carl.
Steve. Steve is the default.
Carl Steve.
I like Steve Carl. That
That's
sounds
what I
like
was
it's
thinking.
almost legit.
And a morph.
All right. Grey ogres and bears for days for Adam. Here.
I think Adam's only morph
Is the
that-
abomination.
The abomination.
I believe
yeah.
you're correct.
Yeah, that's all I remember killing. Every time
Humble brags. Oh, he killed that one.
Well,
Whatever
he drew his
killed me.
land and he played his morph. He's not going to use the token because why would you do that?
Someone get Steve Carl a token.
Come on, Vanessa.
Wait, he has tokens.
Obviously.
Well, it's dead now.
What does he need? A morph token or
Yeah.
a morph?
it's a Krumar Bombkin.
All tokens are right
It's
there.
done dead, is what it is.
It's done.
He's gonna take 4 damage to the face.
That's
Steve Carl's not looking too hot. I'm not just saying that because we can't see his face, but he does gain a life.
He didn't look at the camera. He didn't look terribly not hot.
And it looks like he's probably on Mardu, which means he's now.
Too far behind to do anything.
Well,
That's not true at all.
he's
a lot
gonna
of big
he
spells he
just
could have.
dashed something in. I feel like that's just bad because now Adam's gonna.
What did he dash in? Was it a heel
It
cutter?
was something black.
Oh, okay. We should probably figure out
3
Adam's
mana.
life total.
Adam just took either 2 or 3. But Steve Carl is now down to 11. And he's got nothing on board.
Steve Carl
he's
sounds
got,
real close to Steve Carell.
He's got no board state. He's gonna Adam's ridding into being. I didn't see what he put down, but he put a land on the bottom. I mean, Adam's got a bunch of bears on the board.
And Grey Ogres.
And Steve Carl's got absolute nothing. He's got actual nothing on the board.
Yeah. He's got some permanents. Is that a Ponyback Brigade?
It
looks like a
it,
Ponyback Brigade.
But I mean, it cannot morph, so.
Is it 5? It's 5 mana on Morph, right? Or is it 6?
I think so, but it doesn't matter because this turn he can't do it regardless of what
Right.
it is. So Adam's gonna look at it. He knows
Yeah.
what it is now. It's a cute. This is I think the most time I've seen a Smoke Teller like
Agreed.
actually use its ability.
Yeah, Smoke Teller got a lot better when Manifest became a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And by a lot better, I mean it's still just a bear.
Yeah. So he's unmorphing.
Jeskai wins Scout.
Win the Scout.
Does he have a removal spell too? Ooh.
Oh, nice. So he's got a bounce spell. Wait, what was that he just played? Oh, it was a bounce spell.
Yeah.
So he's going to do 7 damage there. Now Steve Carl's at 4. So he has to play 2 creatures? Or...
And one of them has to fly? Or no, he can just...
No, he's just straight dead.
Yeah, he's...
Unless,
that's an Alabaster Key.
Unless we misinterpreted life totals somewhere.
Which has happened. That has
happened.
happened.
So Adam's at 22.
Well, minus whatever damage he took from the dash thing.
Yeah.
Which I think was 2 damage, but it's not incredibly relevant, I don't think.
So he's just
Steve
deciding
Carl's-
whether he wants to block. I think you have to block the Wind Scout.
He's got to be at more than 4 if he's taking this much time to decide how he wants to block, right? We've got to have missed something.
Vanessa, go find out what life they're at.
Hold on, I'm doing Mean Girl stuff.
I know it dies, so...
See?
Yeah, Hooded Assassin gets to kill
Yeah, I
that.
managed scooping it up.
Okay.
So Steve Carl is down. And Adam actually had the spooky wall to close things out
Spooky
if
wall.
things went bad. So, yeah, I mean, Adam's just a very solid deck. He's got a lot of card draw and selection with the Riven Beings, the Weave Fate, the Beastmaster, and he keeps putting himself on the draw, which so far hasn't
worked out.
punished him yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I would have liked the extra card. He said, you're gonna be on the play. I'm like, oh, I actually don't know if that's a good thing or not, and sure enough, I think... Actually, the extra card would have made all the difference. Now, that being said, like, I don't know if him being first would have been a big deal, but I was 1 card away from being able to play 2 spells in a turn, which is what I really needed to do to catch back up.
Yeah.
Well, he said when he was in here beforehand that he thought his deck was much better on the draw.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was
I can
like,
see that being the
he was
case.
like, if I win the die roll, I'm gonna take the draw. And I was like,
Which is a really good position to be in. I remember in M14 Limited, I would choose to be on the draw.
Yeah,
all the
there were a
time. And
couple
I
of
would
them
win
that were
so many
really
drafts because everyone picked to be on the play. So whether I won the die roll or not, I got what I wanted every time.
Yeah, he won the what was it, game 3? He's like, I'm gonna be on the draw, and I'm gonna be like, I don't think I heard that right. So you're gonna be on the play? He's like, no, I'm gonna be on the draw. I'm
You're like,
like, all right.
It looks like Steve Carl has learned his lesson, but he has put his hand back. I don't know if he just didn't have enough lands or what was wrong
Adam
with
is
his hand.
he's sharing the love today
Yeah.
with these smiley faces.
Adam is, I'm telling you, he's a card trick novice. Perhaps even an adept. Looking at some nice trades, apparently.
Who's trading?
Adam is.
What, in the middle of his round?
I know for real.
Multitask, too strong. Kind of wish the chat was more active. You guys should make more words.
You should. It's true.
Whoa.
Not that we'll really read the chat, except for like maybe every minute or so, but you know.
Well, so Adam's on the draw, and he has an extra card over Steve Carl. So he's got a lot of card advantage going for him.
Yeah, turn
it
0
looks like
card advantage is always solid.
It looks like Steve Carl is gonna keep his hand.
So how come you say
He's
Steve
got-
Carl's whole name, but you don't say Adam's whole name?
Because Eltarhoni, I don't even know how the hell you
I like
pronounce it.
Eltarhoni.
So he's taking that damage, but he's gonna get it back.
Yeah. That's why I didn't change
that
the live
Swiftspear
totals.
is a bit of a problem, though. Adam has to deal with it.
Yep.
Now, if he has the wall, the spooky wall, it's going to be more or less impossible for Steve Carl to break through that. We'll see if he has it. Are we going to see a spooky wall? No, we are not. So it looks like Adam's just going to slowly take damage.
Oh, that's a sand-stepped flyer thing.
Yeah, so he's going to get the spirit.
Right, Steve Carl is refusing to use these tokens.
Nope, Steve Carl is actually putting the counter on the thing.
Okay, all right.
I
don't agree with that.
In general, disagree with that.
Yeah.
Yes. Because if Adam has a
removal spell,
it blows him out.
I believe Adam has a right into being here.
It also still trades with a manifest.
Yep, there's a in the baiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, the sandstep, it doesn't fly itself.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Only the spirit.
Yeah,
does.
so that's even worse than that.
So Adam's at 18.
I actually cannot.
He's taken
think of a
3
reason
hits.
Shy of barrage of boulders that you would put a counter on it instead of a 1/1.
Sligmer, an onboard Sligmer. It's the blue-black dragon.
Oh.
That gives everything -1/-1.
I mean, yeah, but you'd have to see it first.
No. That's why I said onboard.
Yeah.
That's
onboard.
That's
yeah,
what onboard means.
There are very
well, you know, it can be
there are
anything.
very few situations. I think you just block the soundscape.
Yeah, I mean,
he trades. He takes
trade
1 damage.
Your 3-drop for his.
He's down to 17. Like, so now we're at this point where like Steve Carl has really gone through a lot of his cards, and there goes Adam with his Yasova. Although it looks like Adam has missed his land drop.
I'm gonna go do algorithms homework, and by do algorithms homework, I mean
bash your head into a desk.
cheat.
There's a Kieran. So now he's revealed that he can't even attack. I almost
Would attack first.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm Adam at this point because I'm behind on mana.
I don't think you ever block. I think you just take 1. It's 1 damage.
I might take that trade honestly because he's so behind on mana that he just being able to remove cards from play. Like realistically, if it goes to late game and that's relevant, like you can draw Palace Siege to get it back.
Well, I mean, here Adam gets to steal his Alabaster Kieran and attack for 6.
On his turn. No, he's just going to Singing Bell Strike it, which is good. Now he can attack. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he's just passing it back. Look at Adam. He doesn't even care.
Showing off this.
Look
at my young Pyromancers.
Yeah.
Some Snapcasters, a Lightning Bolt. It's pretty good stuff there for Adam.
That seems really bad.
Is that the Mardu Rough Rider?
Yeah, but he attacked with his. It's just gonna die.
Yeah.
Why, it was like I don't understand why you would do that.
I'm not sure. Steve Carl must have some.
Steve Carl is playing on the next
sleeve,
level.
Yeah, he's nexting hard.
I don't know where my algorithm somewhere goes.
I'm sure you ate it.
It's gone.
No.
I threw it out.
That means I don't have to do it, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hooray!
Just tell him dog ate it. Oh, he's going to throttle the Rough Rider. Now Adam's in a really good spot. He's doing 4 damage per turn. So Steve Carl's down to 16. Steve Carl actually has nothing on board. And he really didn't do any damage to Adam, which when... this looks like... okay, it's Scavenger.
The bright side is if Steve Carl can untap his Alabaster Kieran, it has Vigilance, so he only has to untap it once.
True.
But he doesn't have 6 mana.
Not yet. And the problem is now that he's played this, Adam's not quite at the point where I think he just wants to steal it and start beating
Are you
with
not?
it.
Because I'd attack with 7 Kieran.
Well, yeah, it looks like...
That's 7 damage. What is that, a pressure point? Or
No.
Defiant Stand? I'm not sure what that card is.
I'm not sure either.
It's not Feat of Resistance. Val? No, that card doesn't do anything.
It
looks like
obviously
Adam
gave it
protection.
protection.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the card is off the top of my head. But it's still not great for Steve Carl because he's still down. Like, well, he's got a 6 mana now, so he can untap it. But that's his whole turn. That's all he's got.
That's a 5-point swing. That takes Adam to. I mean, you're winning the race.
No, you're not. Because if he steals your creatures, he's doing 7 per turn. Now, obviously, you can block it with your Kieran. Yeah, he's just playing a morph.
Mm-hmm. Well, now Adam can just steal the morph and. Well, Steve has. Let's see. He took 3.
There's the wall. That's really big, actually. Now I don't even think you steal the morph.
I still would.
No, because he's on the wall, so he's doing more damage.
Well, he can just.
Yeah, I guess he probably should have taken the morph. Well, he's doing 3 damage, so Steve Carl's going to go down to 13.
Yeah, I would have
play the wall.
I would have taken the morph, attacked for 6, and then played the wall.
Yeah, that probably would have made more sense. You're right. That would have been better.
Plus, if he steals the morph, he can look at it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So value. Get to smoke teller. Get a free smoke teller.
Yeah, that would have been better. There's a heel cutter, so he's gonna make it so that can't block.
That's a solid play.
So it's 3, 6, 8. That'll put Adam down to 6. And then I think Adam needs a flyer. Now he can
Adam's
block.
actually not in a great spot here. He's got to deal.
Well, so he
damage.
blocked the heel cutter, I assume, with the wall. So he only took 5.
The wall couldn't block.
Oh, that's right. The wall couldn't block. So he did take 8. He's down to 6. Yeah, he really needs a flyer more than
Adam has
anything.
Will of the Nagas in his deck, I believe.
Yeah, I think he has 1 maybe.
And he's got a lot of removal spells. He's got the Reach of Shadows, Debilitating Injury.
Yeah. He's just getting in for 4. So he's not planning on stealing anything. Yeah, because if he had gotten in for 6, Steve Carl would have been at 6, and then he could have put him to 3. I still wouldn't have been close enough, though. So he's going to play that. That can block the morph. He needs something else, though. He needs...
Well, he'll probably make now...
Well, he won't die. Okay, so now he's got enough blockers for everything on the ground, but he still is on a 2-turn
You
clock.
gotta calculate in the heel cutter as well. The heel cutter is... I mean, he still has enough blockers.
Yeah, he has enough blockers.
He can cut
and
in favorable blocks.
I don't think the heel cutter can kill anything.
What is that?
I don't know, actually. Oh, it's, it removes it. It only removes things with 4 power or greater, though. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. I guess it forces him to block with the Beastmaster. So he's gonna go down to 1. And now Adam has to be able to do 6 damage.
How much did Adam take there?
He's at 1. He should be.
Okay.
Unless I've misinterpreted life totals.
Which historically we've been very good at.
Now Adam's really close. He only has to get 2 damage in to kill Steve Carl. So if he had done that play that you were talking about, he could actually just kill him right now. So that's coming back to bite him, it looks like, a little bit. Well, he's doing something.
Well, how big is the... That's 7 damage.
It's putting him to 2.
2.
He might have a removal spell.
He'd have to.
Yeah. Now, if Steve is smart, he knows he can just untap the Kieran.
Yep.
Unless he has that fog card?
I don't think he does. I don't think that card is in his deck.
So, Adam could have won if he had sequenced his triggers a little bit better. He was just too short. Really close. A bit of a misplay that cost him the game. That being said, he's got some good cards in his deck. He still hasn't seen Palace Siege in either of his games so far. So, and that card is obviously a game winner, especially against this deck.
This is game 3, right?
Yeah, it is game 3. It looks like Steve Carl, he does have a Mardu deck, but it seems like it's more...
It's kind of slow.
Yeah, it's kind of slow. It's more of a mid-range Mardu rather than a really aggressive Mardu.
Yeah, he's got like the Rough Rider.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't
Pony
see
Back
any.
Brigade. He's
I didn't see
got
any 2-drops. I don't think.
the Kieran, which
Yeah.
is really, which is it's a good card, but it's slow. So he kind of wants to play a bunch of mid-range threats. I don't think we've really seen that much removal from Steve Carl either, which means actually Yasova is really, really good here.
Yeah,
Because
Yasova
it
seems
doesn't
really
seem
good.
like he has a good way to get rid of it.
Yeah, have we seen any removal from Steve Carl?
And I don't think we have. That doesn't mean he doesn't have it.
Obviously, yeah.
Because again, like we know for a fact that Adam has Palace Siege, which we haven't seen in either of these games. Because obviously, I would assume that Adam would play that almost immediately if he had it, because it just seems really, really good in this matchup. They're both kind of grinding for card advantage,
Yeah.
and being able to grind away and put it on a clock, and also keep yourself out of the red zone is really, really good.
And I think I want to say Steve was to Zach's left during the draft.
I think he
and
was.
Zach
Yeah.
took a lot of the red removal spells and a few of the black removal spells as well.
A lot of the white removal spells too.
Yeah,
So it could be that he just
I
doesn't
think
have them.
that's how. And Zach also took a lot of the aggressive cards in red and white.
Yeah, so
So
he
I
ended up
think
with the
that's-
mid-range cards.
Right.
Which I feel like plays to Adam's advantage, because I think Adam has a very, very powerful mid-range.
He does. Like Yasova,
In late game.
Palace Siege,
Yeah.
these are all very good cards in that mid-range
Yeah,
mirror.
the late game. He's got a couple of late game big delve creatures. He has a lot of good stuff. It looks like he's gonna put back his hand though. Maybe it just didn't have the lands. He had a Sultai Scavenger and at least one land. Obviously just
This is
didn't
not
think it
going
was
to
close
cut it.
enough.
I'm sure he's on the draw here and
Yeah.
doesn't quite mind going to 6, especially since Steve isn't incredibly
Aggressive, yeah. I mean, we saw that Monastery Swiftspear
that was about it.
It just never.
It doesn't even have
it
that
just
many.
Never
Did he even prowess
got any
trigger it?
bigger. Yeah, he did like 4 damage with it total, and
Yeah.
then it died. To swing into a Yasova and died. And
Yeah.
that was very strange. He
It
didn't
was.
even like bluff it. He just played.
Yeah,
His,
he played the Rough Rider
Yeah.
pre-combat.
Well, he is going to 6. It looks like no, he's gonna go to 5. Oh, that's pretty rough for Adam.
Yeah, that's not what he wants to do.
Now, Adam does have a lot of card selection and card filtering. If Steve's
Right,
hand maybe is suboptimal. Like, he's got Weave Fade, he's got the Beastmaster that it can get down if, like, Steve just doesn't really have anything, he can just start drawing cards.
Which we know Steve's deck is kind of slow.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I think.
So, that is a possibility. Like, Adam has a lot of ways to draw out of this, and he is almost definitely on the draw, so... He's more going to 6 than 5, but it's still a rough place.
Not
to
where you
be
want to
in.
be.
You never want to have to mulligan a 5.
No. Well, you do if your 6 and your 7 were terrible. Then I guess you'd rather go to 5 and keep
It looks
it
like
terrible.
he's just gonna keep it.
See a swamp.
It might be the old one-lander.
Oh, that's a Firehoof Cavalry from Steve Carl.
Yeah, I don't know if Adam has another land. This might be a quick game. Although, obviously, the cavalry doesn't put...
I mean, a 20-turn clock.
Yeah.
Unless he starts pumping it, which is probably not ideal.
He doesn't have a 2-drop. Well, he does
You
have a
draw
land.
out.
He might not have he doesn't have a 2-drop, though. So if he had,
Not
like,
a blue or black 2-drop. I think
Yeah.
almost all of his 2-drops are green. He's got the
Yeah.
Parapet and the Smoke Teller. I don't think I've seen like a
he's gonna have to
Sandbar
discard a card that's really rough. Looks like Steve Carl's got a more aggressive hand.
Yeah.
And Adam mulliganing to 5 is really gonna hurt him bad. And he needs to draw this land. I know. Did he draw it? Well, he drew a removal spell. I guess that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
It does look like Adam might have the Palace Siege in his hand. So if theoretically he can get to 4 mana and Steve Carl has kind of got a do-nothing hand,
He can get back in the game.
yeah.
That's a Bloodsoaked champion
Ooh.
and another 2-drop, which I'm not sure which it is, but that's going to be hard for Adam to deal with. I believe Adam's at 15.
No,
kinda struggling
he's
it
only
out.
taken once from the cavalry. I think he's taken 3.
He took
total.
a... Oh, okay.
No, it didn't
Okay,
swing. Yeah, that might just be game.
Yeah, that's.
He's doing that thing again where he puts the counter on it. I don't think that's correct.
I don't think it is either, but I think in this position it's hard to mess up.
At this point, yeah. Like Steve Carell's also stuck on lands,
but he's got 4 dudes in play.
But he's got things he can play, whereas
Yeah.
Adam's got nothing. I honestly don't know that there's a single card in Adam's deck that can deal with this.
There's really not. Like the best, the best he can do is 1 for 1.
Yep, and he just that
It's brutal
mulligan
to
was
watch.
too rough. Yeah.
And a
Yeah, he's got a bunch
Scout,
of 3
Heart of
drops.
Assassin.
He just didn't get there.
Well, I guess I'm not sure if we know if they're going to be splitting round 3 or not.
Yeah, there might be a third draft, possibly. It's also rough for Adam because he could have theoretically won game 2.
Yeah, with the Yasova play.
Yeah.
Yep.
If he had ordered his triggers a little better.
Let's pull him in here and tell him how bad he is.
Yeah, I think that is the correct thing to do. Where's Vanessa? Ugh. Where's our call girl?
Where's the code? Our field reporter. On us.
No?
Adam, we need to talk to you.
I told him I was famous Adam.
Yeah, he had game 2-1 if he ordered his triggers a little bit better.
Look at Graham just distracting him though.
Yes, we did see a lot of trades going on the side.
Yeah, generally that's really bad etiquette.
Yeah,
Oh, what are you gonna do?
it is what it is.
I'll probably have to go to my algorithm, so otherwise I'd stick around longer. Dude, she gives us like 5 days to do it. Not even a week.
I have off next Tuesday. So.
Next
Second.
Tuesday?
Yep.
Ugh. I don't know, I'll
It's
drop
our-
by if I can, but it'll
It's
probably
our exchange for Martin Luther King Day being off. They gotta even out.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because it's a Monday, so they give us. We have a second Tuesday off too. Because there's another Monday off. I'm not sure why.
You're in school this semester, right?
Yeah. And we had